It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. The holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16. Ott manages to get just beyond the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here to start. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A great play defensively. They forced a loss despite the penalty, and they just went ahead and declined it. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. From the gun is Purdy. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Dolphins force the turnover on the first series of this game. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, Kate, you were out there with me on the West Coast, and I was spoiled and you were spoiled. When we watch that Legion of Boom, we watch two of the best safeties in the game, Cam and Earl, bringing the pain, bringing the heat, bringing tackles just like that for significant losses.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Brought down by Deron Bland.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, and it gave the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Good. Water, whoa. Help!
Tagovailoa facing 3rd and long. Well, we put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Jason Sanders leading the Dolphins field goal unit out. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. Aubrey puts it through. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. First down throw by Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Fits it through the middle. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Jalen McMillan with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
All right, come on.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He's on the move. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Scat. Hey.
Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
2nd and 1. On target to Waddle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be first down, Miami.
Ready. Solo left Zion.
Out of the shotgun, a give to A-Chain. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. A-Chan. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Blitz coming, Tua. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
On 3rd and goal, it's Tagovailoa. The back grabs it. Touchdown, Miami. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins push their lead to 3. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. And off to Benson to start the drive. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 13. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Purdy on first down. Taken in by Harrison. And he'll get it up to the 44. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Slot man motioned over. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And in for the Arizona touchdown. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Oh, and it's no good. Just his second missed extra point of this season, and they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, first and 10.
Ready, son? Scat. Hey, out.
Tagovailoa now against the blitz. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. That's caught at the 25. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Completed over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's 4th down.
Tagovailoa to throw on 4th down. And that is how our first quarter will end, as that pass falls incomplete. So the defense holds, and that is our final highlight of the first quarter. It's a 13-10 ball game. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They'll be hoping for a lengthy drive here with where they're starting out. Benson on 1st and 10. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Purdy setting up that play action. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now they're going to face 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On 3rd down, Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're staring at a 4th down. The Cardinals out for the punt. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. It's a fake from deep on their own half. And the fake's not going to pay off as that winds up incomplete. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
All right.
Here's a chain up the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
It's safe. Go ahead. Get on.
To throw, Tagovailoa. Able to find Achane. He winds up out of bounds, but things not settled yet, so we've got a flag down. An avoidable mistake, and that one's going to set the coaches off more than almost any other. And now they're going to mark off the yardage. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Ready. Set.
Achane. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5.
Get set.
Trying again with Achan. And he's in for the touchdown. The Dolphins take a second quarter lead. Devon Achan with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Chooses to bring this one out. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On the gun is Purdy. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Dolphins take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Tua off the play fake. They get it right back. That's intercepted. The rookie from Ohio State takes it away. And the Cardinals take over on his 5th interception of the season. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona. They're set up at the 35 now.
Let's go now.
Pretty throwing here on 1st. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Trey McBride. So that brings up 2nd down.
Ready up.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Purdy throwing here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to find Trey McBride. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Purdy trying on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. To throw again, it's Purdy. This one quickly to Harrison. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They'll throw it again. The throw is caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I'll tell you what, before the snap, I think everybody in the stadium would have said this offense was going to score on that series. The only people who didn't think that were the most important people, and that's the 11 dudes on defense that made the play.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals parlay the interception into points. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals push their lead to 3. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Out.
They'll start the drive with Achane. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to him. Jukes out a 1-stop. Oh, jukes another defender. It's a gain of 22. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Out.
Achane, a first down carry. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Dolphins in need of some points before the break. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Achane again. And he's brought down for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Throwing on 3rd, Tagovailoa finds Mims. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Hey, turbo one. Hey.
Achane. Will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Go ahead.
They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal.
Ready, set.
Blitz coming, Tua. And he's got it. Has a layout for it, but touchdown. The Dolphins take the lead just before halftime. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins take a 4-point lead. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. First down throw by Purdy. Taking a deep shot here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kayvon Merriweather making the play. And the Dolphins get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
First down, here's Tua. He's going to push one deep down the right. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Number 1. Set.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. This one misses the tight end. And that's going to leave him with a...
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He'll throw it. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.